So this is a continuation of the previous video, but it's a different type of video, so I felt like I needed to make a different video to explain what I'm trying to say. In the past, I've spoken to different people on the internet about how I'm not going to finish a certain television series that captured the hearts of many Americans and many actual people in other countries as well. And, you know, it was actually a very amazing show. But I didn't finish it. I stopped watching it. And I didn't know about a happy ending. And I didn't know what was going to happen now in the continuation. And I've told many people that I talk to online about how I'm not gonna ever finish it, and I'm not gonna watch the show that's on now, and I'm not going to find out what happens. And the only possible way that I would ever consider watching any of that is if I had my wish come true of spending time with a specific person. And so, you know, after I found out about it wasn't stupid, it was completely a spoiler. That's what it was. It was not stupid. It was amazing. It was really cool. I was not even expecting to find out about this, and it was actually the way that I wanted the show to happen. So it happened, and I found out, and it was spoiled, and then whoever decided to do this was stupid. And obviously, if I am not being paranoid about all of this, and it was totally related to the fact that I wasn't going to watch the show, and this whole thing was a plot to ensnare me to finish this whole thing, well, it's not going to work. Even as much as I would like to do this, I am not going to do it. And, you know, I understand that, you know, you might hear some loud noises, you know, it's very rude. People are going to talk over my video. And I talked many times about how there's a lot of distractions in life. The point is that you can't distract me. I don't care who you are. You could be anyone. You could be any single person on this planet. And I don't care how enthused you are with this show. You can spoil it however you want. You can tell me every single detail. And you can show me different videos of, like, things that you've collected of scenes of the end of the show. And you can show me scenes of this new thing that happened. And you can spoil every single detail. I don't care. You know why? The moment that I fell in love with a person was when the moment was actually in that previous few words that I've spoken. So, I mean, I'd been enraptured by his innocent yet, I mean, Gabriel. I mean, who is that? An angel? A demon? I mean, so enthusiast. I mean, like, gray. I mean, who is that? I mean, that's so unique and, like, weird and creepy and just, like, so mysterious, you know? And this thing of like, well, he's actually a heroic father. Okay, well, cool. A heroic father. Great. A character change. You know, I would be so happy to watch that with him in person. And that's the only possible way that I will ever watch it in continuity. I will start at the beginning and see the horrible person that he turned into, and then I will watch him turn back into this innocent, well, I don't know how innocent, but just like a very, good person, heroic, strong, person who is possibly manipulative, but, mostly someone who wants to do good things in the world instead of, kill people and steal stuff from them. So, generally, I'd really like to see that. I'd think it'd be awesome, but I made myself a promise, and I like to keep my promises. I'm an honest person, and so I'm not going to break my own promise that I made to myself. And you can make 100 shows, but I will not watch. And even if you return to the show, he returns to the show, whoever returns to the show, not going to happen to me. If it's important for someone, for me to see this, the only possible way that would happen is if they spent some actual legitimate time with me and watched it. And maybe I would live tweet my opinions about the entire series or something. I don't know. I have no idea what would happen, but I know how ridiculous this actually sounds. I actually listened to myself speak out this entire video, so I know how ridiculous this entire video sounds, but I've spoken to a couple of close individual people about this matter, and I talked to my mom, and she said that the point of life is not to reproduce, it's to be the best person that you can be. It's not to find love, it's not to be happy, it's to be the best person that you can be. And so, if that's true, the best person that I can be isn't someone that is constantly, I guess, this whole situation that I'm dreaming about and scheming about and thinking about, it's inspired me to be more creative. It makes me think about my personal situation a lot more than I would be if I was not in this situation. So I can tell you that whether it's real, fake, if it doesn't exist, if I made the entire thing up out of my head, if it never happens, all of that, if I'm completely wonked out and I'm in some hospital and all of this is in my imagination, I can tell you that the best person that I can be has been inspired by some of the worst things that have happened to me because of the situation. So I know that, sometimes some really bad things happen and then you become better because of them. So I can say that I'm actually really grateful because of this whole mess. So, thank you. But I can also say that, you know, my other person that I'm not really going to name, for their personal privacy, told me that I was like a yo-yo or Jax. And I mean, those are literally toddler toys. You know, personally, I had another tormented romance of in my dreams, and I have no idea whether it was something that I created out of a long distance friendship or if it was actually a romance. But I literally almost had sex with this person, and you know, we were literally obsessed with each other. And I can tell you that, you know, if I'm literally, you know, I barely spent any time with this person currently, and I'm obsessed. And, you know, actually, I spent so much time with this other person, and we were obsessed. And it was a mutual obsession, but, like, this is like a long-distance obsession that we hardly ever even acknowledge each other, and then this is like a we talk every day on the phone kind of obsession. And then I've had, like, other kind of mutual obsessions. It's just kind of a weird, I've just lived really a weird obsessed life, and I mean, my obsessions are more interesting than a legitimate romance. So, because there's so much more mystery in an obsession. Like, nothing ever romantic happens. You don't know if they're interested in you romantically because you're obsessed with each other, and you're pretty sure that they're obsessed with you. But it's a really complicated situation. And you spend all your time thinking about each other, and basically it's a very unhealthy thing, so you wouldn't encourage it by making it worse by having a relationship with the person, because you're so obsessed with them that spending even more time together would cause you to literally explode. It's extremely exhausting, but I'm just saying that some obsessions, like the one I'm currently in, could become healthy if they stopped being an obsession. But some people are obsessed with the obsession and not with the person, because maybe they haven't had a real obsession before, like with a person. And I'm not sure if this is the case. But I can tell you with my previous obsessions that I'm pretty sure that they've had a legitimate obsession before besides me. And I was not the only one that they were obsessed with in their entire life. And usually people that have a tendency to be obsessed with people get obsessed with more than one person in their life. So I'm just saying that the probability is likely that I'm not the only person that people get obsessed with. And the probability is also likely that I'm not only getting obsessed with males. I have had obsessions with females as well, and it's not a romantic obsession. It's a different kind of obsession. I've had hatred obsessions. I've had friendship obsessions that made me crazy and get me like so exhausted and like want me to like punch the person in the face and like never see them again by the time I'm done with it, and it's just like completely annoying. I've had obsessions with it's very annoying, but I mean, I get obsessed with a lot of other things that aren't people. I get obsessed with hobbies. I get obsessed with, you know, places that I live, locations that I visit. I get obsessed with driving. I get obsessed with eating. And it's just temporary things. And so, you know, I can just say that it's just really important to focus on blending your time and making sure that you have time to do multiple things and balancing everything. And that way you can have a total, complete time where you're able to totally not annoyed right now like I am. If I was Plastic Man, I would reach out my arm and strangle everyone, because all of my fingers would be able to stretch around people's necks.
Get out of there. That's
It's a stinky room? I'm talking about my room. My room is not stinky. Ryan, why are you wearing girly pajamas?
Those are not girly pajamas.
They are girly pajamas.
They're Mickey Mouse button-up pajamas.
Okay. They're
The boy section.
fine. They look like very girly from this angle. Why are you all in that area?
What area?
The stairs area. Near my bed. You're in between me and my bedroom.
I don't care.
That is very clear to me. What isn't clear to me is that why Mom hasn't come to you and told you to be quiet, because she told me she was going to do that.
I want to be quiet, and I'll be really, really loud if I want to be really, really loud, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay, well,
I just like to be loud. Loud.
You're setting a wonderful example for your children.
You need to be talking to me like that. Do you understand? I'm going to be loud. Because I want to be loud.
I don't want you to be loud.
Well, Krista shouldn't have been rude to me, and maybe I would have been quieter.
You want help with your wedding?
You
want
don't understand the attitude that your annoying child has.
Annoying child.
Just ignore it. You do not need to be
Ignore
loud.
it.
Don't.
Well, she doesn't need to be a bitch, but she is.
So are you.
No.
You're acting like a 10-year-old.
She's acting like a 4-year-old.
Stop it.
She asked Ryan why he was dressed like a girl in his boy pajamas.
Big deal.
Well, why are you dressed like a hobo?
Stupid.
If you ever wonder where I got my hilarious sense of sarcasm, it was because I had to communicate with her on a regular basis.
You are not allowed to record me or anything.
I already did!
And anything that you record of me is not allowed to be posted on the internet.
It
and
already
if you
is.
do, then I will sue you.
For what?
You're not recording me and putting it on the internet.
What am
That's
I-
illegal.
Not putting it on.
She's
I am putting it on the internet.
No,
That's
Krista.
illegal.
she's
I'm
not-
calling the police.
There is
Stop it.
no video evidence.
Shut up!
Both of you.
I was
I
told
don't
that
want
you
anyone to be
cannot
talking.
use my voice on a recording.
Go on downstairs.
I'm
You
sorry.
just
I'm calling
told
the
people
police.
your
I don't
name.
want either one of you talking. Oh, fools.
She's not allowed to use my
And
voice on the internet.
disrespectful.
You don't have to say your name. Nobody would be able to know who you were.
I, Elizabeth Sloan, don't want my voice on the internet. I will sue you if you put my voice on the internet.
For what?
For illegal use of my voice on the internet.
That's not a crime. I can record anything I want. You didn't copyright your voice.
False accusations. Improper internet use. Cyberbullying.
I'm not cyberbullying you.
I do not want.
You're cyberbullying me.
No, I'm not cyberbullying anyone because I'm not using the internet to attack you.
You are. I'm currently using the internet.
I don't want my voice or anything about me or my son on the internet.
Well, I'm already recording it.
Well, you should really delete it then.
I can't!
You better figure out a way.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
documentation, Krista. I don't want it on the internet.
Lizzie, I'm sorry, it's my YouTube channel.
I don't care whose YouTube channel it is. I will report you on YouTube and make sure you don't have a channel.
You don't have access to my channel.
Listen to me.
Want my
Listen
voice
to me.
on the internet.
I do not want you talking to her. Anything you want in this life, I will not help you with. Just shut up.
Okay, whatever. And that was a lovely argument. That was that was happily sincerely recorded by me. If it is actually like if she's able to sue me, I am gonna wonder where she got the money to do that, because she's actually broke. She's not working, and she's in the process of renting a house with absolutely no money right now. So, she has no money to pay for her wedding either, and neither does her fiance. So I really, I don't think a lawyer I don't think she can afford a legal case right now, and or ever. So, and I really don't think there's any grounds for this behavior. I understand that I had to have my other video muted because I was currently using copyrighted music, and that was illegal. But I don't think there's a law of being in your own personal home that you currently pay rent at, and some other people don't pay rent to be there, and recording a YouTube video, and in the same area that you currently live and other people currently live when they don't pay rent to be there. They say that they don't want their voice in your video. So, I may be a bitch because I upload this video. I'm just saying I think I have the legal right to upload the video. So. Anyways, I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to finish the show until I get some personal time with yours truly, which is not me, it's somebody else. And I don't think I'm going to delete the video. Nobody in my family knows where my YouTube channel is, so they're not going to even remember this video in like 3 days, because they have way too many things they have to worry about, like planning a wedding. And I don't think it's illegal for me to post this video. I think that's basically the whole point of the video. Okay, so I'm going to show you my little diary that I start in. Apparently, a whole bunch of people start like posting YouTube videos of their personal diaries. I can't really. Okay, so I posted. Oh, wrong. Can't see. I posted some notes and goals and stuff, and then I posted the stuff that I'm supposed to do, which is actually not my personal property. So maybe I could get sued for that, but I cut it out, print it out and cut it out, and then I put it in my personal property, and then I taped it in there. So maybe I won't get in trouble, because I didn't put it on time. I mean, I didn't put it on Instagram or something. So then, oh no, Pinterest. That's where I'm not supposed to put it. Whatever. I didn't put it any of those places. Okay, so then I started writing all of the different stuff for all of the different prompts. And all different colors of pens because I like pens. These are all the careers that I've ever thought about being. A weirdo for life, seriously. Somebody random that works at Target. Random things. A paid volunteer. A paid intern forever. A Yankee Candle employee. Okay. Somebody that works at every store owned by every store owned by Abercrombie ever. A manager at Hollister. The list goes on forever and ever into darkness and oblivion. Yeah. Okay. So I just keep going. This one I actually started adding some little artsy, weird, abstract stuff. I put a little person right there. I made a mistake. I made several mistakes. This is what I started today. Yes, I recorded the weather. I thought that would be... Look, it's time to receive my flu vaccine. It's definitely time to get those Star Wars tickets. I tried to... Oh no, that wasn't what I did today. That's what I did yesterday. I watched Gotham. I didn't watch Supergirl. I didn't watch Scream Queens. I didn't watch The Grinder. I didn't watch Grandfathered. I didn't watch The Flash. I didn't watch Arrow. And I didn't watch Once Upon a Time. And I'm behind on all those shows. I need to watch Fight Club. I need to watch Persuasion. What was the last lie you told? That is a very, very big secret. But I answered it in here. On the other side of the page. This is a beautiful quote that I decided to write in here. And I understand why people hold hands. I'd always thought it was about possessiveness, saying, this is mine. But it's about maintaining contact. It is about speaking without words. It is about, I want you with me and don't go. I don't think you can fake warmth. You can fake lust, jealousy, anger. Those are all quite easy. But actual genuine warmth, I don't think you can fake it. Keira Knightley said that. Apparently, I got off my period about 4 days ago. TMI? Okay. I showered yesterday. Will it be possible to make cookies? We did, in fact, make cookies yesterday. This is what I ate yesterday. I ate backstrap from a deer. Because it's more easy to label deer parts that my dad kills a deer by what part of a deer they come from, instead of like, I guess, this is venison, this is also venison, this is another part of venison. I guess, like, if you know it's backstrap, like, that's how you know how to cook it. So I ate backstrap from a deer yesterday. I ate eggs. I ate a banana. I ate mushrooms. I ate asparagus. I ate lima beans. I drank orange juice and coffee. These are 25 things I did before I turned 25. I said my first word, bubble, followed shortly by heart and star. I wrote a story. I wrote a song. I performed on stage. I met my favorite celebrity. I traveled out of the country. I became a Christian. I lost faith. Then I came back to Christ. I went on a cruise. I learned to play piano. I learned to read music. I went to therapy. I went to the mental hospital. I had a major surgery. I got pneumonia. I had an iPhone. I got drunk. I lost my V card. I went to college. I had a boyfriend. I became an artist. I learned what it meant to fail. I learned that it's nearly impossible to waste time. I loved and lost. I became obsessed. Okay, so this is actually what I did today. All that stuff that happened earlier, it became what I did yesterday. And so, all of this stuff is stuff that I did today. And this is like a very small journal, and I'm going to have to replace it almost immediately. Because what I realize is that sometimes I feel like writing like a whole bunch of very weird stuff. Sometimes I don't feel like writing anything at all. I don't know if I showed you this page yet. I think I did. Here's even more information that you can't even read. Some of it's kind of private, but some of it's not. Okay, well, that is generally the great idea that I had. See, what it is that it is a journal that is a planner, a calendar, and notes. But see, my actual calendar is a weekly calendar. This is my calendar, and this is an Alice in Wonderland calendar. See, he lost his head. And see, these are my goals apparently. Get a boyfriend, go to college, move out, teach a class, get a job, travel, complete and publish artistic work, get married. These are not like something that I have to do in 1 year. These are like lifetime goals, you know? Something that like I should successfully do each one of these things eventually alone. Something that I accomplish, you know? Okay. And this is like what I should do in an entire year. And you can see that it's almost completely blank because I don't really plan things out by the year. And then each month, I apparently started in April. You don't really, it's an undated calendar, so like, apparently I did some math in a blank spot. A whole bunch of stuff that I planned for never happened, and I wasted a whole bunch of pages that I could have used for something else. June. Nothing happened in June, apparently. Pick up Batman from Target. July. Oh, a lot of stuff happened in July. Went to California. Had a cuddle buddy. Went to Denny's. Said goodbye to a friend. Said hello to another friend. Went to the ranch. November. wasted a whole bunch of time not using my calendar. Started using my calendar, and the month is blank. But you know what? It's not blank. Some ideas that I had for the month are not blank. And more stuff that happened is not blank. More stuff that even more happened is not blank. Basically, it's just great to just, keep it going. This is what's going to happen, I guess, next week that I have not planned out at all. But what I did decide what I was going to do is fix this whole entire hair mess that you keep happening to see, and it's like, well, did she even wash her hair? Yes, I did. I have a problem, and I tried to explain it in a previous video. If you have any questions, go and watch all my videos. You can tell that it's not a permanent problem, and it's actually something that keeps happening over the period of time. And you can see that, like, maybe a year ago, in some of my previous videos, I had the same problem. And it, like, some people that are black, like, have afros, and, like, they have, like, matted hair, and it's kind of, like, the same issue, but it's not. It is not. I don't have black people hair, so, and I actually don't have curly hair either, so I'm kind of wondering what this whole issue even is to start with, and I need some sort of professional help. And every time I go to the hair people, they're just like, well, you need to cut all your hair off, and I'm like, well, no, that's not what I'm doing, because every time I go to the hair people, I get my hair cut, and it doesn't, fix the problem. So, I could go once a month and get, like, it trimmed like a normal person, but I still don't think that would fix the problem. And I have bought some, like, really expensive stuff that, like, fixes it for, like, a longer period of time, but it doesn't, like, solve it permanently. And I think the problem is that my hair is just, like, extremely sensitive, and it's not meant to be dyed bright colors. Because I don't brush it every day like I'm supposed to. And you could say, well, maybe that's the reason that you're having this problem in general, but the thing is that when I was younger, and I'm not saying, like, when I was, like, super young, but I'm just saying it's the majority of my life, like, up until, like, 3 or maybe, like, 4 years ago, I generally never brushed my hair. Like, I would wash it when it was having a problem, and then all of the knots would just disappear. And when I was getting, like, conditioner in my hair, I would get rid of every knot, because I have, like, extremely straight hair. Like, as you can see, like, there is nothing in this, like, I don't straighten my hair. Like, it's just extremely straight. There is, like, no curls at all. So, when it gets, like, extremely matted and there's, like, these huge problems in my, like, I can't just cut out a huge chunk of my hair. Like, I'd have to shave my head, exactly. And I don't want to have, like, really short hair forever, so I have taken, like, so long to grow this out. Like, I want to fix the problem instead of, like, cutting it all off and starting over, and it would take, like, 8 years to grow. So, and then I could have the whole problem again. What happens if I shave it all off and then I have, like, even worse hair than I had before? So I think, like, I just need help from a really talented person who knows about hair. So maybe, like, a doctor could help me. I have no idea. So anyways, I might need to, like, see a dermatologist about this. So anyways, the basic fact of the matter is that I thought that, regular cosmetologists studied these types of problems, since they were the ones who caused the majority of these types of problems. They were supposed to be all-knowing about your hair, but they don't. They only spend like 2 years in cosmetology school, you know, so. And the fact is, doctors don't go to school to learn about your hair. Dermatologists spent the majority of their time learning how to remove people's wrinkles, and they don't even really do that good of a job. Not that I would know. I don't have any wrinkles that are like in the wrong areas. I personally like these, so don't really need to get rid of those. Okay, anyways, I think that's quite enough. There was way too many arguments on this video, so half of them were with myself. Okay, peace, love, and crabs.